MGF Custom / Reviews.
What's going on, guys? It's Michael MGF, and today we're doing another custom LEGO minifigure showcase video. This time I have Lara Croft from Tomb Raider, the Tomb Raider reboot that started up this year. And I thought the game was great, the story was great, the characters are really relatable, so I figured why not accept the requests that I saw you guys leave in the comment section below and make Lara Croft. And I think she turned out really great. I got all the details I could, fit them all in there. I think she turned out really nice. And what makes this figure different compared to others, I rarely have to do this sort of effect, but you'll notice that she is dirty like all over the entire figure. And that is usually an effect that you don't usually see on my minifigures, but she's always coated in dirt, blood, you name it, it's all over her. And yeah, so you might notice that I am using a different camera today. Now, I might have made that video testing it out and seeing what it looks like in front of different backgrounds with different figures, but I am still skeptical about this. I'm not totally 100% comfortable with it. So if you guys also agree and would like me to try out a different camera and return this, be sure to let me know in the comment section below. Your opinion does matter, and it really does govern pretty much what figure you're going to see next, because I pretty much, when Tomb Raider caught my eye and then I saw a bunch of requests from you guys, there was no reason why I shouldn't have made Lara Croft. So here she is. But yeah, and then you might have noticed that this video kind of is almost like 2 days late. Well, that's simply because I am working on a lot of stuff and can't finish it all in time, but I made Lara Croft here within about a day and a half, so I'm really glad that I was able to crank her out. That sounded really wrong. I was really happy that I was able to make this character relatively quickly, but I am working on several different minifigures for you guys, and unfortunately the majority of them I'm still working on, and then another majority of them I don't plan on showing to you guys for at least another 3 or 4 weeks. So yeah, other than that, there's not much else I wanted to mention to you guys before I show you this minifigure, but yeah, so let's go ahead and hop into the 360 of Lara Croft, a character that it's kind of unexpected for me to make. Okay, so here she is in the 360 view. And like I said, easily the most noticeable factor of this figure is all of the dirt and blood and crap that she has all over her. And that is just unfortunately a price to pay for all of the tomb raiding she does and all of the crap she goes through in the game. And you'll notice I really tried to execute that properly on my minifigure using various gray colors and brown colors to represent that dirt and muck all over her. And you'll notice that that is pretty much all over the entire figure, on the legs, on the arms, on the torso, on her face, everywhere. And I think it worked out quite nicely. I think it looks just like all the dirt and crap that we see in the actual gameplay and in reference pictures that I used to make this figure. And you'll notice the hairpiece I used is a hairpiece that I'm pretty sure all of us have seen before, and definitely a hairpiece I've used in the past. Her bow is actually, for once, I'm using a weapon actually produced by the LEGO group, and you can see all I did was really just cut the back off of it because I did extend a little bit too far, and I painted the arrow a little bit and the actual string on the bow. Other than that, I didn't do much, and all she really uses is a standard bow anyway. But yeah, so let's go ahead and take the bow out of her hand just so I can give you a better look at the detailing on her arm. So, as you can see, she does actually have the watch right there, and the watch is painted in black and gunmetal with a little orange dot to top it off, and that came out quite nicely as well. You'll also notice the bandage on her arm. I'm really happy with the way that turned out. I think it looks just like the bandage, and you can see the blood seeping through it, and that also turned out quite nicely. And on the other bandages, such as like the one on her hand over here, and you can see the blood seeping through that as well, a little bit on the lower half of her arm, and you can see the blood effect all over the figures. Definitely turned out quite nicely. And you'll see that the used various gray colors on each bandage to really make it look like a bandage and make it look all dirty, like she's been through a lot. And to give you a better look at the head, let's go ahead and remove the hairpiece. You'll notice there is a ton of dirt on her face, and I do have some blood right above her eye and next to her right eye as well. And her lips were originally a red color that I ended up painting a pink, because her lips are pink in the game, not red. And you'll see there is a little bit of blood coming down from her lip as well. So all those markings of blood and crap is accurate. So yeah. Then you'll notice that the torso is pretty awesome. As you can see, it turned out pretty nicely. I think it definitely looks a bit more realistic because I performed a little bit of sculpting work. And believe it or not, though, I did that for a reason, because I actually went through this is actually considered the second version of her torso, as I did try to make the torso without doing any sculpting work, and as you can see, it didn't turn out quite as good as this did. So that is pretty much the only reason I decided to do a little bit of sculpting work on the torso, and I think it definitely worked out quite nicely, and no reason to be immature about it. But you can see that the strap is also painted on right there. And not a whole lot of detail on it, but there isn't a lot of detail to behold, so didn't really put a whole lot. But then you'll see that her necklace is also painted in, or the necklace is painted on, and the actual string from the necklace is like a dark brown, and then the green, like a jewel on the, or the actual necklace piece, I guess. And then you'll notice that the detail on the legs is very nice as well. You can see that her boots are in fact painted in dark brown with black to add a weathering effect. And you'll notice that the I guess you could say the sewing on her pants is represented right here with individual little black lines that continue all the way to the side right there. And then you'll notice the bandages right here and here use the same exact effects as the ones here and on her hand. And you can see that those turned out very nicely with the blood seeping through, of course, which is indeed accurate. And then you'll notice that she does in fact have a gun holster right there, and that turned out very nice, looks very smooth, very sleek. And yeah, so other than that, there isn't much else to Lara Croft here other than the back, which doesn't have a whole lot compared to the rest of the figure. And there is her double-sided face, and really I kind of left that clean because I wanted to kind of leave it clean because I wanted it to represent how she was when she was on the boat before she got into the mess of the game, and had to embrace the island that she gets stuck on. And that's kind of why I left it clean. It's kind of like the beginning of the game cutscene face of cleanness. Anyway, so then you'll see that the strap right there does continue, and really not much else on the back other than just some oh yeah, one thing I want to point out is that there is some gray here and here on both torsos, or both sides of the torso, to represent curvature and add a more feminine effect. But yeah, so other than that, that's about it for Lara Croft. I think now is the appropriate time to say that. But yeah, really just a adventurer with a lot of blood and dirt and crap all over her. And when it comes to using a gun rather than a bow, I personally prefer to give her a Brick Arms Gunmetal M9. And I think that's an appropriate gun, and I think it definitely looks great and serves as a very nice alternative to her bow and arrow. But other than that, that's about it for Lara Croft from the Tomb Raider reboot. So let's go ahead and finish off this video. So I'm not the only teenage kid who decided to take a trip to an island and get everyone I know in love and danger and then become a mercenary with barely any training and kill thousands of people to save everyone, except that you didn't save everyone, you got half your friends killed, but no offense. So that's about it for this showcase video, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, be sure to leave a like below, as it does go a long way, and lets me know that you'd like to see more minifigures that aren't just clone troopers and Spartans, even though, to tell you the truth, I haven't really made a whole lot of them recently. But anyway, I think you get the point. Seriously, let me know if you like the new camera. If you don't, I'd be more than happy to return it and perhaps try a different one, as I am always striving to improve my quality here on my channel. So yeah, your criticism is definitely welcome and would be very much appreciated. But once again, you might notice rate of videos might be a little bit slow in the next week or two, but I am always working on minifigures to let you guys embrace with your eyes. Anyway, alright guys, I think that's about it, and I'll see you later. Alright.
Bye.
Why is the camera not focusing? It was working fine a second ago.